DefiDaryus, Digital Asset Junkie TV. Thank you guys for clicking the video. All right, I want to talk to you guys about how I just made the wrong choice on Ethereum back in 2017, 2016. Okay. All right. So you guys, please go to my X account, go to our Instagram account, Digital Asset Junkie TV. Go to my X account, DefiDaryus. Give me a follow. That would be cool. All right. So, yeah, dude, I just happened to be, blessed to, live in Silicon Valley, I was in a profession that, allowed me to network and talk to people. So I learned about Ethereum early on. I learned about Solana early on. I learned about XRP early on. But anyways, okay, let's focus on Ethereum, right? Because Ethereum was very popular amongst the developers before it was popular amongst the crypto bros and the people that writes and the people that watch the price charts, okay? So I bought Ethereum at $12. You know what I'm saying? Around $12, $15, $20, that was around 2015, 2016, 2000, early 2000, 2016. I bought it at around $10, $12, and then it jolted up at the end of 2017 to like $300, all right. It pulled back. So I was like, I didn't buy a lot, I bought enough to, make, decent returns, so I pulled profits. I pulled half of my profits and I'm waiting for it to come back down. I wait for it to come back down, so, it did. It came back down to about $100. That was around 2017. Okay. 2020. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't buy. Why? Because in my brain, Ethereum's $15. That's what Ethereum is. You know what I'm saying? So I did not buy. I was waiting for it to come down. I was buying other tokens. I was focused on other tokens, and of course, we know the history of Ethereum, the price of Ethereum, I'm not going to make that mistake this go around because this is something that we all have to understand. Is that when money comes in this go around, it's going to be money around the world, from the developed part of the world, the undeveloped part of the world. Institutions are going to just throw in money. The first crypto wave was, that came from people working within the ecosystem. And of course, crypto bros and whales that's watching all this happen. Okay. All right. But really, it was the money that flooded into Web3 around that time was, developers, people that are actually in the space, technically in the space, as well as crypto bros and whales. All right. So the difference between now and then is everybody's going to throw money in. Okay. Everybody's going to throw money in. And it's going to get real. It's going to get real. Okay. All right. So, of course, you guys know what I'm focused on. Okay. All right. But what I want to say as well is that about 10 months ago, if you guys was logged in on this channel, you guys would have seen what I was focused on at that time. All right. And that was Internet Computer Protocol. All right. So I am still accumulating Internet Computer Protocol a lot slower because I'm earning it passively now. Okay. But I'm still buying. To me, Internet Computer Protocol is worth the debut price of when it first, debuted. Okay. All right. So that's how I'm going to do this. I'm not going to try to outsmart the market. You can't outsmart the market. You know what I'm saying? All right. You cannot outsmart the market. You will lose. Okay. All right. Now, if you want to day trade, that's a whole different ball game. Okay. All right. That's a whole different ball game because you fall on the sword every single day. You have to train yourself to fall on the sword. You got to train yourself to know how to lose, to appreciate your wins when you get one. All right. But when it comes to just, investing, long-term investing, come on now. Let's not be dumb. Let's just accumulate. Let's focus. Let's have our eye on the prize. All right. Luckily, I locked my ICP in an 8-year neuron. Shout out 8-year gang. All right. That's right. We're over here doing that. Okay. All right. Yeah, dude. And I want to talk more about what I'm doing with Internet Computer Protocol, you guys. All right. I have a film background. I'm a screenwriter. All right. And it looks like Internet Computer Protocol and the people that's working, with Caffeine AI along with other projects, that's going to be the blockchain for artists, in my opinion. Okay. There's a few other ones, but Internet Computer Protocol for sure is going to be the blockchain for artists. And that's what's so exciting about this fourth industrial revolution, man, is that we're mixing investing in with being creative, in with building, vibe coding. Shout out to the engineers that's making that possible. Shout out to the engineers, seriously, man. You guys, if I ever hear some of you vibe coders disrespecting engineers, man, you guys are gonna have to talk to me, okay? All right. Shout out to the engineers. It's making it possible for us to be engineers. All right. We're at that point, okay? All right. So please, man, like and subscribe, especially if you made it this far in the video. Send this to a few of your friends. You guys, this is the fourth industrial revolution. Let's be smart, okay? Digital asset junkie.